Good morning, Sasha. It's November the 1st, Friday, November the 1st. Happy November. Today, for Strengths Friday, we're going to talk about your number six, which is responsibility. This is a great one to have because it makes you a very responsible person. But overall, responsibility really looks like psychological ownership of a task. So, when given a task, when given something you have to do, someone with high responsibility will typically internalize that. They will drive themselves to get it done. It's the third most frequent of all the talents, so a lot of people have this. But the higher it is, kind of the more the requirements can really weigh on you. So if you've ever, kind of pulled an all-nighter or done a lot of work to get something done because you said you would do it, or you kind of knock yourself out to try to get somewhere because you said to someone, hey, I'm going to be there. That's what responsibility looks like. And so it's a great talent. It's really one of these, my word is my bond, which is if I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Um, some interesting things about this talent. Number uh, one of the things that responsibility hates is micromanagers. They really don't like to be micromanaged because if my word is my bond, if I told you I'm going to do it, please stop checking up on me. What's also unique, sort of the darker side of responsibility, is those who are most likely to be micromanagers are those who have high responsibility. And that makes a lot of sense because if you're given a task from, let's say, your boss or whoever, and you've now internalized it's something I have to get done. You delegate it to someone else and you say, okay, I'm trusting that you're going to do it. But it's really, really hard for someone with high responsibility to completely let go of that task, to not go, hey, how's it going over there? Hey, are you done yet? Suggestion as you learn to delegate things is to maybe just own this. I've actually told people before, hey, listen, I have high responsibility. I don't want to be a micromanager, but I do know that at times I have been that way. And so let me just tell you, this is important to me that it gets done on time. And I want to work out with you some way where you give me a fairly regular check-in so I kind of have the warm fuzzy that this thing is going down the way I want it to go, and I am not going to be disappointed at the end with not having it done. And you can feel like, well, as long as you check in and you agree that you're going to let me know if there's a problem, when you check in, you're like, nope, I'm good. Here's where my progress is, etc. Then everyone can be happy. So that's a great way, I think, to deal with that. A couple of things to be on the lookout. Sometimes people with high responsibility really have a trouble saying no. Sometimes when a task is like, hey, who's going to do this? Someone with high responsibility may feel a little guilt-ridden and may go, okay, I'll do it, even though maybe you don't really want to do it. So be careful about that. Learn to say no. Sometimes, when you feel like you're tapped out, a good thing to communicate is if I say yes to this, can I say no to because I can't do everything. So that may be hard for someone with high responsibility to kind of own up to that. So having conversations with your supervisors, like with your teachers or whoever, could be helpful to just sort of like mitigate the ask them, hey, can you sort of, if you're working for someone, let's say at ROTC, and you say, listen, I kind of have a trouble saying no to a lot of things. So if you kind of feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, can you like stop me and say, hey, Sasha, is it okay to do this, or are you tapped out? Do I need to get someone else? Because otherwise, you can end up saying yes to a bunch of stuff. Then the psychological ownership kicks in, and now you're kind of stuck really trying to kill yourself to do too much. So, but overall responsibility, love to have people like this on my team because I do know I have a high level of confidence that when I give them a task, I don't have to micromanage. All I have to do is maybe sometimes remind them or just make sure that they're tracking the deadline because you can have confidence that their word is their bond and they're going to get it done. So this is a great one. Hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.